Greetings to all the viewers. Today in our History Info lecture series, we will be looking at the 61st Constitutional Amendment presented by Mrs. Abhirami B., Assistant Professor of History, working in Sri GVG Visalakshi College for Women. So before we delve into the 61st Constitutional Amendment Act and its features, let's learn a few facts about the Indian Constitution. So the Indian Constitution was framed and adopted by the Constituent Assembly on 26 November 1949 and came into force on 26 January 1950. And as of the changes made it, initially when the Indian Constitution came into force, there were 8 schedules, 22 parts and 395 articles. But as of 2025, we have 12 schedules, 25 parts and 448 articles, as you can see on the screen. And the number of amendments made to the Indian Constitution amounts to 106 up till now. So the 61st Constitutional Amendment, and where was it amended? So the 61st Constitutional Amendment amended the Article 326 of the Indian Constitution. So what is this Article 326? The Article 326 deals with elections to Lok Sabha and the legislative assemblies in the state. So in 1988, it was introduced in the Lok Sabha on 13th December 1988 by Mr. B. Shankaranand, who served as the Minister of Water Resources at that time. So it was passed in the assemblies on 15th December 1988 in Lok Sabha. So it was introduced in Lok Sabha on 13th December 1988 by Mr. B. Shankaranand, and the debate went on for 2 days whether to pass it or not, and it was finally passed in the Lok Sabha Assembly on 15th December 1988, and in Rajya Sabha it was passed on 20th December 1988 after much discussion. So the bill, after it got passed in these 2 parliamentary sessions, the bill then got ratified by the states and it got implemented later on. So when was this implemented? The bill was implemented officially on 28th March 1989 during the presidency of Ramasamy Venkatraman or R. Venkatraman, and after it got implemented by the president, it got added into the Gazette of India as an official document. So what is this 61st Constitutional Amendment that we are talking about, which deals with the elections to Lok Sabha and Legislative Assembly? So the 61st Constitutional Amendment Act lowered the voting age from 21 to 18. So in 1950, when the Indian Constitution came into force, the voting age or the universal adult suffrage was initially fixed to the age of 21. And as of 1988, with the 61st Constitutional Amendment Act, this age got lowered from 21 to 18. So why was this change made? Why was this amendment passed? So there are many reasons as to why this was passed. So at that point of time, many leading countries of the world like US, UK had specified the voting age as 18 while we had fixed it at 21. So that was one major reason as to why we should change it. The second reason is that the literacy rate of the country had improved significantly from the time the Indian Constitution came into force in 1950. And the third reason is the changing demography and the need to lower the age to increase the participation of the youth in politics. So increasing the participation of youth in politics would also make them politically conscious and make right decisions. So why is voting important? So voting is our fundamental right, and it is our right to vote, and it also gives a sense of freedom to select our own leaders. In a country with democratic setup, we need to select our own leaders, or the prime minister or the president who is going to lead the country, and choosing them should be in our hands, because and that gives us a sense of freedom. So voting is an agent of change. With just one vote you can change the fate of the country. So I would like to finish my presentation by saying, or by quoting, Abraham Lincoln's words, which goes by, elections belong to the people. The ballot is stronger than the bullet. So let us all vote and let us make a change in the country that we want to see. Thank you. Thank you so much for listening to the lecture. Thank you.